Hello everyone and welcome back to biology. Today we're going to continue our lesson on mammals, and today we're actually going to see and talk about the three different groups that mammals are separated to, and they are actually separated into these different groups based off of how they reproduce. So first off, we're going to start off with the egg-laying mammals. Now, egg-laying mammals, just how it says in the name, they lay eggs. And there are actually only two species of mammals that lay eggs. So there are thousands of mammals, but only two are the special exception that they are mammals, yet they lay eggs. Those two animals are one, the duck-billed platypus, and two, the spiny anteater. Those are the two animals that are vertebrates, that are mammals, that actually do not birth their children, they lay eggs. But they're still considered mammals because they fall under the same category in all the other places, just not in reproduction. Now, second, we have the pouched mammals. Now, this is where the first animal that comes into my mind for me is the kangaroo. Now, the kangaroo isn't the only one. There's also one called the opossum, and then there's also the koala. Now, most of these pouched mammals actually come from Australia, but there are a few that live elsewhere. But for the most part, they are in Australia. And so they birth their children, but they are not fully developed. So they finish their development in their mother's special pouches. So that is a pouched mammal. And then we have the placental mammals. Now that's every other mammal, which is the majority. Now, the placental mammal. Now, I'm pretty sure you might have heard this word before. If you haven't, the word I'm talking about is a placenta. Now, what a placenta is, it is an organ that develops in the uterus of a mother-to-be. So this organ starts to develop when a fetus starts to develop inside of a mother's uterus of a mammal. So this organ, the placenta, what it does is that it actually is what connects both the mom and the baby through the umbilical cord of the baby. So you see, I don't know if you've ever seen how a baby's born, or if you heard stories of it, or maybe you've seen how a cow gives birth to its calf, or a horse or anything like that. You see how it still has an umbilical cord, or so a string attached to its belly button that leads to this large squishy thing that also comes out of the mother's body. That large squishy thing is the placenta. It is an organ that develops with baby, that connects and feeds and the mother to the baby. Okay, so that is placental mammals. Okay, now that we've gone over that pretty much covers the reproduction, the different types of reproduction that mammals have. So what I want you guys to do today is I actually want you to tell me, out of these three, which one do you think is most interesting or bizarre to you? And I need you to explain why. Is it the egg-laying mammals because they look different? Have you guys ever seen a platypus? I mean, I saw the cartoon version of it before I ever looked one up, and it looks nothing like the cartoon version of it. I don't know if you guys have seen or heard of Phineas and Ferb, but I know like when I was younger that was going on. I don't know if it is anymore, but they had a pet platypus, and it looked funny. It had webbed feet, a duck bill, and a beaver's tail. It's just a strange creature, and if you look up what a platypus actually looks like, you'll be a little surprised. It looks pretty weird, but nonetheless, that's in my opinion. To me, that one is one of the most interesting ones because, nonetheless, even though they have these different features and characteristics and they're able to lay eggs, yet still considered mammals. So, that's in my opinion. I want you guys to give me something like that, a quick explanation as to what you find more interesting, a pouched mammal, or a placental mammal, or it can be the egg-laying mammal as well. Whatever you guys find most interesting. Tell me a little bit about why it's interesting to you, or if there is an actual specific animal under these classifications that is that you find most interesting. If you have any questions on what to do, please don't hesitate and ask. I'm here to help. I hope you all have a very wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon. Goodbye.